what's up, YouTube? I'm Shane, and this is part 2 of opposite words. Number 1, finish, begin. Finish, begin. So, when you finish something, you're ending something, and when you're beginning something, you're just starting it. So, I finished doing the yard whenever I had done all the trimming around the house. Or, I like to begin doing the yard work in the morning so I can finish before lunch. 2, fix, break. Fix, break. So when you fix something, you're repairing something or making it whole again. Or if you break something, you're destroying it, or it needs repaired. So some companies will fix phones if you drop them on the ground. Or a lot of people break their phones because they drop their phone on the concrete. 3, flat, hilly. Flat, hilly. So when something's flat, like the Great Plains of the United States, it's very flat, so they like to plant a lot. Or if it's hilly, like where I live in Tennessee, you have a lot of hills, right? There's a lot of hills that go up and down. So the Great Plains is where there's a lot of flat land, and in Tennessee, it's very hilly. Number 4, floor, ceiling. Floor, ceiling. So the floor obviously is where you stand at the bottom, and the ceiling is at the top. So the floor in my house is wood. The ceiling above me is made of drywall. 5, follow, lead. Follow, lead. Obviously, when you follow someone, you're going behind someone. And if you're leading, then you're out front and people are following you. So, I follow Baskin Robbins to see if they're going to come out with a new ice cream flavor. Like you can follow on Facebook or Instagram, right? Or I lead a Bible study in my neighborhood. 6, form, destroy. Form, destroy. So when you form something, you're molding it, or you're making or building something. When you're destroying, you're knocking it out, or getting rid of it. So when I was in art class, I formed some clay and I made a little sculpture, which wasn't too great. Destroy. The bulldozer was destroying the old house because they were going to build a new one. 7, fresh, old. Fresh, old. So a lot of times this is talking about food, right? Fresh, something is just picked from the garden. It looks really healthy. And then old, something that is starting to wilt. It doesn't look like it's very new. It looks like it's been sitting there. So the vegetables look very fresh at the farmer's market, as they look like they just picked them. Or the vegetables there at the grocery store looked old as they've been sitting there for a couple days. 8, harvest, plant. Harvest, plant. So when you harvest something, you're gathering all the fruit from the crops. Either you're picking the apples, or you're harvesting and getting all the grain to be stored. And then when you plant, that means you're planting the seed that you can have the fruit later on. So the harvest for apples is in the fall. Or we plant in the spring whenever we plant cucumbers. 9, healthy, ill. Healthy, ill. So healthy means that you're in good condition, nothing wrong with you. You're perfectly fine. Ill means that you're sick. So I went to the doctor and he said I was healthy, that my temperature was normal and that everything looked good. I went to the doctor and they said I was ill because I was running a fever and I had a cough. 10. Heavy, light. Heavy, light. Heavy is when something weighs a lot and it's hard to pick up. Or light, something's real easy, like light as a feather. Light as this pin, right? A sumo wrestler is really heavy. You don't want him to sit on you. Or the ballerina is as light as a feather because she doesn't weigh very much. So there you go. There's some opposites for you. Practice. Keep watching my channel. Subscribe. I got more coming. For now, I'm out.